Hey everyone, Carl Brown here again. Today we're going to continue our study in all the intervals, the diatonic intervals found within a major scale using our 3 notes per string major scale patterns. If you've been following along, we've already done the thirds, the fourths, and the fifths, and now we're going to take a look at the sixth. Now these sixths have a lot of string skipping ones in them. A majority of them will actually require you to skip a string to hit the next note. So you can continue to do this with alternate picking, or you may want to just start hybrid picking this. Now I usually like to hybrid pick these things. Everything's on a different string, and I'd say 80% of them are on one string, more than one string away, so it's good to hybrid pick it. So I pick the lowest note usually with my pick, and then my middle finger on my, just like that. So just kind of practice them like that. I mean, some of them will just be two strings, one's the most adjacent string. But I think you'll probably feel that you'll be able to get a lot more control if you can just work on the hybrid picking, so it's great for that. Okay, so once again, this is all going to be in F major. We're going to go through the 7 patterns. You should have this download, the 6 interval patterns for guitar PDF download, which you can get for free at guitarlessons365.com. It's real easy to find by just going to the lessons archive and check out the advanced lessons archive, and you'll see the 6 intervals there. Free PDF to download so you can follow along with what I'm doing. This lesson's purpose, of course, is just to show you the fingerings that I use. Those don't have to be the exact ones you do, but this is how I get it up to speed. And so I'm going to go through it slowly, and I'm going to hybrid pick it the whole thing, but you can alternate pick it if you want. All right? So let's start with a shape built from the root here on F. All right? So we start, just follow along. Now, just like with the other ones, use the exact same fingerings on the way down. One little tricky part of that one was, I'm trying to keep everything, not having to jump up positions as little as possible. So it requires me to sometimes do, instead of I did this roll across from the 4th string to the 2nd string. And I stayed here in 2nd position, meaning 2nd position always meaning that's where your 1st finger's at. And I did this roll across strings with my 2nd finger, then the pinky, so from the 4th to the 2nd. That's an easier roll to do when you don't have to do that note in the middle. The reason I did that and didn't move up and do it with my 1st and 3rd is because I wanted to I wanted to stay back here because the next one we're going to use this 2. So we need to stay in the 2nd position basically to make it the most economical way of playing it. And then I could jump up here and do the 1st finger and 3rd finger. So we actually got to do rolls with our 2nd, 4th, 1st, and 3rd. So that's a good exercise. Same fingerings on the way down. All right, let's go to the shape built from the 2nd. Now you see that the tricky part there was we had to do the roll with the 2nd finger here, across the 5th fret, then do that 7/6, and then we had a big stretch. Now obviously I can grab that G here instead of going way up here, but I'm trying to keep all the notes within the pattern that we know, the 3 notes per string patterns. So everything, keeping all the notes within the exact same pattern. That's why we're doing such a big stretch up here, because if you remember that pattern, both of those notes are in it, and this note isn't. Okay? All right, but in real playing situation, you may want to, you know, to hop back into the shape built off the root here, right? When you get to this note, instead of doing that, you go, and then come up, whatever. All right? All right, let's go to the shape built from the third. Sorry. And then you would just, by the way, when you go back down, you end with that middle finger, and then start it again with the middle finger. Just the middle finger will get still the top note, and then that next note will begin. All right? Shape built from the fourth. All right? Try not to let these notes bleed in together. Shape built from the fifth. Shape built from the sixth. I'm sorry, start with this. Third finger there. And the shape built from the seventh. All right, so you can do these things, practice them and get them up to speed and get them, obviously I was going very slow so we can keep it together, but you know, you can get these things, you can start ripping through them and just practice them along with your regular scale studies, practice all your interval studies, and your hand will just start creating more melodic and intervallic passages when you're improvising. All right, we're gonna have one more interval to go, we're gonna have sevenths. So stay tuned for that, and please go to guitarlessons365.com. Support the site in any way you can. Get involved with the site so I can continue doing this on a constant basis. All right? I appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.